This is Laura Cowan, your case manager here at CMHA, and we're here today with a bonus webinar we're going to do and present to you on mindfulness and how to write a love letter to yourself. Okay, guys, so welcome back again to another bonus session as we talk about mindfulness. All right, so I'm going to share a little presentation with you. Talk about mindfulness, and I hope I got this right. Yep, there it is. All right, here we go. All right, so this presentation was done wonderfully by Trisha Fomby. Thank you, Trisha, so much. So
you're welcome.
Let's talk about mindfulness, shall we? What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is basic human ability to be fully present, aware of where we are and where we're going or doing, and not overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's going on around us. Mindfulness is a quality that every human being already possesses. It's not something you have to conjure up. You just have to learn how to access. So today we're going to show you how to do a love letter to yourself. We did this presentation over at Springbrook a few months back. It was a hit. I thought it would be a good way to de-stress and relax. So write
Can
a
I
love
interject
letter
real
to
quick, Miss
yourself.
Laura?
Hmm?
Can I interject real quick? I just wanted to say real quick that the easiest way for people to think about mindfulness is, say for instance, when you get up and go to work in the morning, you get up and go to work, you get ready, you do everything you're supposed to do, you get in the car, whatever, and then the next thing you know, you pulling up in the driveway. So you kind of do things rote. You don't really pay attention to kind of what's around you. Being mindful is like, say, for instance, when you pay attention to they've redone the sweet street signs or they've redone the lines on the street, or you notice a new billboard up at the corner. It's just being really aware of kind of all the stuff that's around you that a lot of times when we do things travel the same way, we don't really pay attention to. So
That's everyday events. We kind of just overlook what's around us. Very good. Thank you, Trish. So this write a love letter to yourself is mostly a mindful self-care activity with a creative twist called mindful art. It's designed to help you relax and distress. Now, this activity includes writing prompts to help with personal growth and transformation. Now, no art experience is needed with this whatsoever. So, first thing you do, draw option. Okay, drawing option. So, draw a picture on your paper. First, then answer the prompts by writing around your drawing. Write a salutation to yourself, like dear beloved, dear bae, or dear boo, something like that, some type of term of endearment. Second prompt, uh, read this here. Hold on, second prompt, third prompt, fourth prompt. Second. Oh, I see. So, Tricia, I was looking at the third prompt.
So the first drawing option is just where you draw your picture, and then when we
Okay.
give you the prompts, you're going to write your prompts so that they go around your picture.
So the
Then the
picture should
second,
be right in the middle then, huh?
yeah, somewhere in the middle,
Okay.
if that's where you like
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
The second drawing option, if you go to the next slide,
Mm-hmm.
is where you draw your picture. You write out all your prompts and
Prompts
then you draw
first.
your picture on top of it. Now, the thing
Mm-hmm.
with it, if you do it that way, there's a chance that you may draw your picture over some of your words.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
got you.
just, it's a personal choice. So
Mm-hmm.
you could either do the first
The
option
first one,
where you
prompt.
draw your
Uh-huh.
picture and then you write your prompts around it, or the
Mm-hmm.
second option where you write out all your answers to all your prompts and then you draw your picture. It's just a personal choice. So then you can go
Mm-hmm.
on to the prompts if you want.
Okay. And we have 7 of them in total, correct?
Yes.
All right. So prompt number 1, write a salutation to yourself. I mentioned that already. You can, dear beloved, dear boo, whatever, whatever term of endearment you want to use. And number 2, I'm writing you because I want you to know or what I want to tell you. Then you will finish that sentence. The third one, thank you or I love you because, and be specific, detailed about it. The fourth one, do you remember when? And go into detail and be specific about that as well. Number 5, fifth prompt, you are beautiful. Now, don't list all that, your physical attributes, but get into, why you feel you're beautiful. The sixth prompt, uh, let's say, what I wish for you. And then answer that one. And the last prompt, when you need to remember. When you need to remember. Okay. Is that correct?
When you need to remember, yes.
Okay. Okay. So when you do it, it should look like, or you have the color option number 1. You can color your presentation, or if, and it's a preference, like Trish said before. You can choose option 1 and color it, or you can choose option 2. I liked it when I did it. It's just relaxing, and you can actually, it's a dear love letter to yourself, really. Um, just being detailed and being honest about it, and true to yourself. And it's just a way of relaxing and just arts and craft are that way anyway, to get away from the moment. I thought it was a great presentation. When we did it in person, it was nice because we had our paints and everything on the table. But if this is how you would do your love letter, okay.
I wanted to give an example real quick when it
Go ahead.
says, do you remember what do you remember when? And it wants you to be specific. So I said, do you remember when you graduated from Barber College? It's been a long struggle, but you never gave
Mhm.
up. Stopping and starting a few times, but never losing sight of your dream.
Mhm.
So be as specific as you can.
Right, right.
Then when you need to remember, the difference kind of between those two is I said, remember when you've been down, but prayer has always lifted you up. God is
Mm-hmm.
always there for you. All things are possible through him. Amen.
Right. Like that one. Hmm. I think it's unique. I mean, think about it. You never write a letter to yourself. I think that's special. And especially you can color it afterwards too, because I like that too. I still have mines in my cubicle from when we did it at Springbrook. Perfect. All righty. So you guys, what ideas you have, or what do you do to relieve stress in your everyday life? You can unmute yourself if you want to.
I play in the dirt.
It's not dirt. Okay. Uh, and with any thing in particular, like gardening, or could you elaborate on that,
Yes,
Tree?
gardening, house plants.
Mhm. I like to color. I have several color adult coloring books, and it's just kind of takes the time away, and you kind of just focus on what you're doing. And you're not meditating and just concentrating on your activities of the day, especially if it was a stressful day. So somehow, anything dealing with arts, crafts, coloring, drawing, painting is a good way to kind of,
There was just a comment in the chat. Someone wanted to know, should we apologize to ourselves in this letter?
oh, well, I guess you could. That could be a
You
prompt.
could.
Let's see. What I
It,
wish for you, maybe, what I wish for you is, what could I say?
this is your
Um,
love letter to yourself.
yes, it's going to be
So if you feel you
personalized.
need to apologize to yourself for something, then do that. It wasn't
Hmm.
in original prompts but that doesn't mean it can't be included. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, and that makes sense too if you think about it. This is definitely a personal thing. So, and it's nothing a right or wrong answer because it's just straight from, from you, from your heart. I like it's relaxing. It's something different. Matter of fact, I never got into what mindfulness really was until we did this presentation. People get so busy during their everyday hectic lives, you're not mindful.
I read it's a form of meditation.
How often do you suggest drafting these types of letters? Hmm, that's a good question. I mean, it's in each individual, I guess. Um, it could be turned around to be a little journal if you can keep them and save them. You never know.
I
You
would
can keep it
I
for your
would
family
definitely say
members.
if you're going to do it, write one, and then I
Mm-hmm.
would definitely say date it and revisit it at least a year
Uh-huh.
later to see how
Mm-hmm.
you've grown and how you've changed. I think that would be a good idea, just like journaling. So
Yeah,
you could use it as a part of your journaling
right.
process.
Right. That's good. I like that one because if you keep them, you do enough of them and keep them, you can make like a little booklet out of it. It'd be nice something to pass down to your kids. That's true. Almost to me like a time capsule, they can look back and read what you had wrote years later. I think it's nice. But if not, I think we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap this one up. And if you do have any questions, you can always reach out to us later. Let us know how your letter came out to be. And stay tuned for our December webinars. That's going to be coming out soon. Okay, so I'll make that correction. So the next webinar is coming out will be in January. Matter of fact, so in December, we kind of gear up, get ready for Toy for Tots. So stay tuned for our January bonus and webinars that will be coming out shortly. So I thank you everybody for coming on the presentation. And doing your letter. Maybe one day you'll be able to share with us your
Did
love letter
everyone get
to
the prompt?
yourself.
Did everyone
Hmm.
get the prompts written down?
I hope so. Write them down, guys, or screenshot it. And then maybe you can do this with your family members or a group of your friends, someone at some group at church. That'd be nice to do. So with that being said, any other questions? We have a question? No? Okay. We're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much. Oh, somebody did say that. Miss Brown, I was getting ready to say that. Okay. Thank you, Miss Brown. Thank you for joining us too. Yeah, I think that would be great for Thanksgiving, something soothing, calming. And you know how people go around the table at Thanksgiving, they say what they're grateful for? Well, this would be a nice little activity you can do with your family members as well. So thank you. Thank you for that, Miss Brown. Thank you for sharing. Oh, okay. Miss Lassiter. I'm glad you welcome aboard, Miss Brown. Glad you're joining FSS. Thank you so much. So we're going to wrap it up now, guys. Thanks again for joining us. Remember your mindfulness. Just pay attention to your surroundings and the things around you. I know we get busy in our hectic life Monday through Monday. We just stop and smell the flowers sometimes, I would say. Okay? Be appreciative of what's around you. Thank you for joining this presentation with Resident Services. We appreciate you on this bonus webinar, and we will talk to you soon. Take care.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Trish.